All right, good evening, everyone. It is 7 p.m. We'll go ahead by calling the meeting to order. Today is Monday, November 24th, 7 p.m. We'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, any changes to the agenda, Dr. Finch?
No changes.
Moving on to communications.
Yep, responsive public comment is there as a placeholder. And so item B is our high school ASB report. We have Katie Champy and Georgia Bond, our representatives, that are here to give the report.
Okay, so here is our November high school board report. We had our annual Veterans Day Assembly. The JROTC puts us on. We had over 21 veterans there, and we always do like a donuts and coffee breakfast in the morning for them for the assembly. And then we had our veterans go into individual range strongs and speak to students and ask some questions about their experience. And it's really cool. Both of my grandpas were there, so that's why I'm excited about them.
The next thing we had was a Keep It or Cut It fundraiser for breast cancer awareness. This was actually one of our teacher's ideas. He is our CTE construction teacher, Mr. Matzak, and he's kind of known for his long, crazy hair, and he had this idea that he wanted to cut it, but he thought it'd be more fun to make a fundraiser out of it, and kids got to vote at lunches in their Armstrongs with like dollar bills or coins in favor of keeping it or cutting it, and cutting it one by a lot so you can see some pictures of us cutting it in front of the school on Halloween.
Then we had a send-off for Mrs. Tomerlin, one of our amazing registers. Oh, I think she was in the counseling office, but we made lots of posters for her, and we got to surprise her. That was really fun. It made my day. We called her out of the office, and we didn't tell her why. We all had posters when she walked out and surprised her. So that was a fun send-off to do.
Is that also Halloween?
That was also Halloween.
Halloween is a busy day for us.
Yeah, that's why.
And then here's some more pictures of our staff dressed up. They told me what, but I kind of forgot. Dodgeball, okay, got it. And then there's our ASB class dressed up. We just wanted everyone to dress up and have some fun, and so here's just some examples. I think that's all we have. Oh, just kidding.
We had our West Valley High School First Follies. Our theater and band put this on, and this was like a talent show, but not just a talent show. It was all connected, like
It was
full of
kind
skits.
of, I'd say more of a variety show.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
And one of our teachers, or one of our ASB teachers, Mrs. Johnson, was in it too. She was part of some skits.
Okay, and then ASB went to LASK at Toppenish. If you don't know what LASK is, it's where ASB students go to other schools and they get to see how their ASB functions, things they do at their school. They kind of it's basically just kind of a monthly leadership conference too. So that was at Toppenish in I think October. And I heard lots of good things about that one.
Yeah, we got a lot of good things to take back. And then West Valley Softball awarded third in state. We also raised $4,000+ for breast cancer awareness.
Our students experienced the college fair on October 27th. I heard lots of colleges were there. I'm off campus, so I didn't get to go, but I heard it was great and lots of people got lots of helpful information.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also offered the SAT in school. I'm going to assume on a late start day. I don't know a whole lot about that either.
And I think that's all we have.
Oh, kidding.
More. Sorry. Rami helped at the middle level campus assemblies. Leadership attended a leadership workshop on November 13th. That's similar to last.
Mm-hmm.
And we get to go, and usually there's a presenter, and he presents basically a lot of different ideas to bring back to the high school, fun events, and just fun things to make students all feel more connected, more in the community.
Yeah, we also had 2 financial aid help nights here in the library at the high school for kids who maybe didn't know how to do FAFSA, or if you don't have older siblings and your parents don't know how. We hosted that here, which is always a great event to have. And we're also super excited for winter sports season. We hope our boys do well this year. Let's beat Davis again, please.
And then seniors had a CWU presentation and on-the-spot admissions. So if you met the requirements on your transcript, then you were automatically accepted into CWU. And a lot of my friends got accepted that way, so it's really exciting for them. I was lucky to have them come here and have that opportunity.
Nice.
Okay, now that's it.
Thank you so
Very
much.
good.
Can I ask you a question, Lynn?
Yeah.
Who's Rami?
Oh, Remy is our mascot.
Okay.
Sorry, he's right there reading.
No, on the book.
Oh, gotcha.
On the book, yeah. Yeah,
I
Rami.
assume so. I just wanted to make
Oh,
sure.
yeah, Rami's over there, too.
He's usually a student from ASB who gets in the suit and then attends events.
Do we know who the student
It's
is?
a
or-
big secret.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Rami's everywhere.
tall enough.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
All right, very good, thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we have staff retirement recognition. I don't see them in attendance, but we'd like to recognize Sheila Wood, Director of Finance, and Sherry Donovan, a nurse at the middle school. So appreciate their service for the West Valley School District. Next, we have the Washington State School Directors Association Board of Distinction Award for the West Valley School District School Board. This was presented at their annual conference. There was a session at the annual conference that talked about school boards having coherence, and that school boards that take the self-assessment and have coherence, like agreement on the different direction of the district, that those school districts actually do have higher achievement. So appreciate the service of our board, appreciate this recognition. And I'd like to have a quick photo with the student reps come on up here. And you can hold that, and I'll go take the picture.
All right, is it about if it's in there?
You might stand right or left so that.
Yeah, so
Oh,
we're
yeah.
not in the screen.
Maybe we're that.
This way?
Yeah.
Oops, that doesn't look so good.
Shut the screen off.
Oh, that's perfect. There we go, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Did you get 1, 2? Right here. All right, perfect. Excellent. Also under communications, we have school board recognition. This will be the final meeting for Michael Thorner and Mark Strong. Michael Thorner with 12 years of service, Mark Strong 8 years of service. We have plaques for them. So it's got the gavel. Both Michael and Mark had served as president of the board, so we have the gavel to have them with this plaque. And they're very similar. It says, with appreciation for your service, President, Vice President, member of the board, West Valley School District Board of Directors. So we'll thank Michael Thorner here. And thanks to Mark Strong. There we go. And then we could do the short recess.
Okay, then we have a short recess, I understand, so.
All right, appreciate that Stephanie Smith has organized a little reception here for our outgoing board members. We've got some nice cake over there, and I'd like to take a short recess and everyone get a piece of cake and give your best wishes to Mark Strong and Michael Thorner.
Okay, well, thank you, everybody, for participating in that short little recess. That was very nice. Certainly appreciate the honor and thought, and the cake was very good on top of it, so that was really nice.
Mr. Strong, I would just want to publicly say thank you to both of you guys for your service. I know 12 years and 8 years is it's a commitment, and I think when I recognize both of you, I think Mr. Thorner, just your genuineness to want to help the school district and the students is very evident in what you do. And Mr. Strong, I appreciate the fact that you were always willing to meet me at Starbucks and have discussions and talk things out. And so just grateful for you guys and your service. And I know it's a thankless job, and that's okay, but that's not why you do it. And so we just want to say thank you guys.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, well, now we come to item 6 on the agenda, the public comments of non-discussion agenda items. And of course, we have the script here. I'll read it just to make sure. I think by now everyone kind of knows it, but I'll go over it nonetheless. Members of the public who would like to provide public comment will sign in. Speakers will be called in the order that they signed in to speak. Speakers will be given 3 minutes for their comments. Public comment is not the proper forum to address concerns about a specific staff member. If a person has concerns about a specific staff member, they should make an appointment with the superintendent to address their concerns. So with that being said, we have Ryan Matthews, only person who signed up to speak. Ryan?
Thank you. So I guess just from a public perspective, I also want to thank Mark and Michael for your years of dedicated service. Having been around the board for a number of years, I know that there were many, many opportunities of significant challenge, both ones that were caused by things that were going on inside our district and caused by things that were well outside of our district and throughout our state. So I very much appreciate all the time and the investment you guys have put into this to do the best you can to shepherd the district forward. I was going to try to count up the number of students that have graduated during your tenures. There's 350 or 400 students that go through the graduation ceremonies every year, and it's an amazing opportunity for you guys to be a part of that process, to help shepherd our students into young adults, and for them to take their next best step. So thank you so much for the time, the investment, and the care and keeping of our students. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, who signed up? Is there anybody in the audience who would like this as an opportunity for anyone? Yes, Mrs. Mokel?
There's a microphone here. Heidi Mokel, WVA president. On behalf of WVA, I'd like to thank you, Michael, and Mark, for your years of service. I think I've been president the whole time. You both have been in office. I appreciate the willingness to have evening phone calls and the effort that both of you have put into working with WVA and getting to know both of you in our marriage counseling sessions that we had. So I appreciate you. I know I very much will miss both of you and your thoughtfulness for the staff and the students of the district. So thank you.
Thanks, Heidi.
Thank you, Heidi. Okay, anyone else? Anyone? All right, again, thank you both for your comments, and public comments for non-discussion agenda items is closed. We'll move on to item 7, approval of the consent agenda. Again, if there's anything in there that somebody wants to talk about in particular, otherwise I'll entertain a motion. Approval of the consent agenda as presented.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda in total.
All right, thank you, Mr. Walcott. We have a motion to approve We'll go ahead and vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. All right, moving on. I can turn these pages here. Item 8, action items, approval of travel requests. There are 3 of them there.
4, actually.
Oh, 4. Put my glasses back on here. 4 items there, so again, if anyone has any item in particular they want to discuss, or I guess we could take these all together. Do they
Yes.
have to be approved separately?
Nope, they can go together.
Anyone? Otherwise, we need
I'll make a motion to
a
approve
motion.
it.
Thank you, Mr. Kephart. We have a motion to approve the 4 travel requests, so we'll go ahead and vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. Next, we have approval of policy additions, revisions, the second reading. Hopefully, everyone has had a chance to look at that. Any questions or motions or any of
Oh, yeah, I just
items
want,
of concern?
just want to make a clarification that none of the text has changed, but just like someone had suggested, it was kind of difficult to read when they had the strike through and strike and underline within the context of the paragraph. So we just went ahead and did a strike through and then an underline. So this is the language that Steve Walcott had proposed and was approved for the first reading 2 weeks ago. And so we're bringing this back for second reading.
Okay. Anyone?
And I do have some comments.
Certainly.
And on your last nights, I didn't want to make this controversial, but I am going to vote no this time. And I was going to, I think I will just read a statement because I put a lot of thought into this. And I almost didn't want to read a statement, but I don't want to just say no because I had said yes before. So I put some thought into this. What I'm looking at is, since the last board meeting, I've had time to do more research on the reasons for the revision of policy 1111, and have decided to vote no on the second reading. I was curious why we were dealing with it when WASDA deemed it discretionary and some of the other districts weren't dealing with it yet. The current policy has been in place, working for a long time, so it didn't make any sense to me why this addition regarding supporting the laws of Washington had to be added with no regard for also adding the laws of the United States. But I suppose, after I had said this last week, that under the supremacy clause, that the added phrasing is probably unnecessary. It seemed to me that if one supports the state and U.S. constitutions, that it would be assumed that you would be willing to obey the laws. So I'm still was asking why this addition. And now that I've looked deeper at the origins of the addition, it just seems to me that it's really one more attempt from the legislature at taking away local school board control over issues that are important to most of our community. Embedded in the controversial HB 1296, which guided the I-2081 Parental Rights Bill, is the origin of this reworded oath. The other issue that concerns me is that I'm being asked as a school board director to vote on this policy. Typically, if I'm asked to vote on an issue, that typically means I can vote yes or no without any repercussions. In this case, it seems that I'm being told that I must vote yes. So why are we voting if I must vote yes? Over a year ago, after the passage of I-2081, Chris Reichtel himself issued guidance telling districts not to make changes to policies in response to I-2081 while legal questions remain. So it seemed reasonable to me to wait to make this policy change while HB 1296 is amid legal challenges. Now, in final, please, board, hear me. My no vote does not mean that I'm encouraging anyone to break the law. The revised RCW still stands. My no vote is not breaking any laws. In fact, I encourage the members of our board to take the oath as newly written. If they don't, according to the law, they will not be seated. Once the lawsuit regarding HB 1296 works its way through the courts, I will be happy to reconsider this policy. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? All right, then either we need a motion to approve or to move forward with it.
I'll move to approve the second reading of policy 1111, oath of office, as presented.
All right, we have a motion. We'll go ahead and vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion does not pass, fails 3-2. Next, we have approval for or against citizen statement representatives for levy statement. Dr. Finch, you want to add anything here?
We have a cover memo that was provided by our Assistant Superintendent, Ryan McDaniel. And so we received citizens that are here from West Valley that would like to write the for statement. We did not receive any volunteers for the against statement. And so the approval for the levy would be that the Board of Directors approve Tara Cobia and Camille Gallegos to the for statement committee as presented.
Any comments, questions, concerns? Anyone?
I do have a question.
Yes.
What's the difference between C and D?
D is for the bond.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I don't know how I missed it. It says it right there. Okay. Sorry, thank you.
That's okay.
Okay. Would anyone care to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the approval for the members chosen for the board memo levy for, Tara Cobia and Camille Gallegos to the for statement committee.
All right, we have a motion. We'll go ahead and vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. That one passes 5-0. Next, we have item D, approval for or against citizen statement presentations for the bond statement. Dr. Finch?
Yes, we had the same process for the bond statement. We had Anthony Farina and Brad Hansen request to do the for statement. We had no volunteers for the against statement. And so we are recommending that the Board of Directors approve Anthony Farina and Brad Hansen to the for statement committee for the bond.
Okay. Any questions from anyone? Any comments before we take a motion? Hearing none? I will ask somebody to make a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, we have a motion to approve the for or against citizens statement representatives for the bond statement. Go ahead and vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. Next, we have items arising. Anything anyone there have to say? I guess this is a good spot for me just to say goodbye to everyone, so.
And you can do that in the board. We were going to give you the last word under board report.
Okay, I'll take it there. All right, I'll wait till we get to that one then. Anyone have anything under items arising then?
You can do what you want, though, Mark.
That's all right.
true.
I can wait.
That's true.
All right, hearing nothing there, we'll move on to item 10, reports. There's the admin report, enrollment report, safety reports, travel log reports. As usual, they're in the board packet.
Again, yeah, we attended the annual conference for the Washington State School Directors Association. They talked about the importance of data-driven decision-making, and I just really appreciate the administrators throughout the various school reports. They were sharing the data that they are collecting and acting on the data. So I really appreciate this data-driven decision and continuous improvement that we're seeing across the district.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? Board reports?
I've got one. So I think just something really cool about West Valley. But I went to PRI one-day conference last week, and they did a screening of a documentary, and they talked about this school that's doing all of these innovative things in how not every student learns this way, and so sometimes you need to accommodate. And I was just sitting there watching. I was like, "Man, we're doing all of that. I would just say it was just encouraging to see all that West Valley is doing to really get every student across that finish line and successful. and trying to accommodate whatever the needs might be. And so I was just in that moment thinking proud of West Valley, and I know both Michael and Mark, you guys are a big part of that the last few years, so thank you guys.
I'll add to that, I went to 3 days of the WVSD meetings and took several good seminars and even sat with Dr. Finch at a couple of them and we compared notes, and that was a lot of fun. A lot of good seminars. And adding to what you said, I talked to a guy there that found out I was from West Valley, and he said, "Oh, I want to talk to you." He said, "I've been," he's in Darrington, and he said, "I've been looking at your scores," and especially he was picking on Tanum, and he said, "Man, their scores have done really well." And he goes, "I want to know what they're doing." So I contacted your principal and I contacted your superintendent, and we want to come over to West Valley and figure out what you guys are doing. So that was fun. I was able to sort of beam for our school while I was at WVSD, and it's fun just hearing somebody come up to you and go, "Hey, your school's doing something right. I want to find out what you're doing." So that was pretty cool.
Yep.
Okay.
Joel, you want to?
Anyone else? All right, thank you. Next, we'll go on to item 11, the superintendent's report.
I just shared some of this wonderful press that we've been getting. Both KIMA TV did a story about some of you and a story about West Valley High School. And so I put the links in there so people can go to the board report and just easily get the link. That's it.
All right, thank you. Okay, now we get to board reports, board development. Anyone? Mr. Thorner?
Well, I wish I was a lot more organized. I've sure been reflecting a lot of my time on the board. I think it's really appropriate that my last school board meeting is the week of Thanksgiving. I'm just very thankful to have had this opportunity to serve our community, our students, our staff. I'm just grateful for our district. I'm very proud of our district. I didn't think I would have a hard time during this meeting. It really snuck up on me. I'm very proud of our district. I've said this before, it's a miracle. Every day that school happens, every part of, from the bus drivers that get our kids to school, to IT that makes everything run, to administration, our educational staff. You all are the reason why we look so good, and have made my time on the board worthwhile. And I'm just very thankful for this opportunity. I think I'm a better person because of this. I know I'm a better person because of this experience. There were some challenging times, but we got through them together. I wish the board all the best. I wish our new school board members the very best. I will be unconditionally cheering for the West Valley School District for the rest of my life. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I have similar comments. Again, it was a very gratifying experience for me. You know, when I started this, I really didn't know what to expect, let alone just all the challenges we faced along the way. I kind of expected that things would be a smooth sailing and continue to go the way they were, and I would just be able to fill somebody's shoes and kind of learn as I go. But we soon came into a lot of things. We dealt with a lot of strife. We did COVID and getting back to school. We had other challenges, and there were so many things along the way that not only helped me become a better person, but it also helped me help the school district as well. And so I feel very honored for the privilege of being able to serve as long as I did. And I'll always remember the time very favorably and very with a big note of gratitude for being able to work with such fine people and learn as much as I did, and to leave knowing that we are in such great shape, that we're in a good spot. And, you know, whenever you start something and want to do something, you always want to feel, at least I do as a person, that I left it better than when I got there. And I feel like I've been able to do that in many ways. And I've also had the honor of working with some good individuals, some good people. And I'll never forget the time, you know, I spent here in West Valley. And like Mr. Thorner said, I'll always be cheering and rooting for West Valley no matter where I am. And just because you may not see me in the room doesn't mean that I'm not looking somewhere on camera or watching to see what's going on, because I will be paying attention. But I wish all the best to the new board members, the existing board members that are here, and just ask that you carry the torch and keep going and make the decisions that we need to have made for our school district to be successful. So thank you all for, you know, putting up with me for my time here, and for the opportunity to serve our community in the way I was able to. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right, well, that brings us to the adjournment of two of us, our final meeting. So I will adjourn the meeting here. It's Monday, the 24th of November, 7:43 p.m. And thank you, everybody, for being here.
Very good.